Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In this video we're going to be doing something that Matt P tried to do in the preview stream. We're going to attempt to do all of the coupling of all the DMUs in one attempt. We're going to try and do it all in one go without it all going wrong, having to restart again. Can we do it? Let's find out. So we've got in DMU order, we've got a 142, we've got a 150, the 153, a 158 in 11 livery and a 170. So all these are currently unattached. I spawned them in. All we need to do is simply jump in, get in, set the trains up, couple up, and repeat, rinse, and keep going until we have a full train ready to go. And if it's all worked correctly, we should be able to get this train to Cardiff Central Station. The other thing I want to know is, do all the trains actually power up when they're coupled together? I don't know. Let's find out. We're going to take the 142 first of all from Blackpool branches, and we're going to get ourselves into the train, onto the DMU. Nope, that won't work because that's not on. You'd think I'd know that really, wouldn't you? Right. We don't need any AWS on at the moment. We don't need to set any routes because we're in a block. So let's get this moving. So all we need to do is essentially just take the brakes off. Take it easy. First of all, we just couple up as you normally would. Right, so the game's done its little sort of like, oh, what do I do? It's coupled up, but it isn't. So the next stage, you need to put your reverser into neutral, and then hold down the couple button, and you can see something's happened. The brakes have applied. That 150 did a little bob in the air, and the revs slightly changed on the actual 142. That, to me, tells me we're coupled. I'm not going to do any testing until we have everything, hoping that everything will just move. So we need to key out. Everything else is all sorted. We'll leave the 142 for now. We'll be coming back to the far end later on. We need to get ourselves out of here. So that's a good sign because all the doors are open together. It means the doors are already open for me. Let me just shut these. Don't know if it's going to actually shut the whole lot in one go. Oh, it's just on the 142, that's good. Excellent, right. We'll get in this door as soon as it's open for us. We don't need to go to that end because we're going this way. Right, jump into this cab. We'll be doing gangway doors in a moment. Squeaky seat. Jump into there. We need to shut the doors. We'll get the key in. Cursor into forward. And brakes off. And we're moving, which is a good sign. Have we brought the 142 though? No idea. There we go. That's us attached technically, but we haven't coupled up just yet, so we need to put it into neutral again. And then we need to where's the couple button? There it is. So if we sit there, we'll sort of see that the 153 will bounce. There we go. it's basically sort of gone to the height of the couplers as far as I'm aware. So that's that one. Up into off. Take the key out. And what we'll do next is we'll open up the gangways. Oop, I'll get my head taken off. That one. There we go. So we now have a gangway for passengers to walk through. Now to the other end of the 153. We're going to take it up to the 158. Into the seat again. We're going to key in. Take the brakes off. Now that hasn't worked. What have we left open? As far as I'm aware, nothing. So something somewhere is not happy. But what? Just open doors and shut doors. See if everyone's actually opened. No, it hasn't. Something somewhere is unhappy. But what? Now this is where we need to find out what's going on. So I'm gonna close the doors again. I'm gonna key out. And I'm just gonna make my way to the other end again. No, I've just locked myself out. Let me just have a quick look in here. What's going on? I'll do a couple up on this end. See if it helps it out. Right, that's. I'll do a reverse test here. That's worked. Maybe you'd have to couple them both at both ends. God knows. Might be just a quirk because it's a one car, two cab train. Maybe, I don't know. Might be a little bit of confusion going on in there. It's coupled, and the brakes have released at that end. So let's just retry at this end. Right, key in. Ooh, now that sounds more promising. There we go. Right, excellent. Cooking on gas. Oh, again, repeat the process of couple up like so. Into neutral, and then we're going to hold down that couple button, and as you can see, something's happened, and you can hear the 158's brakes actually applying to where we are. So that is promising once again. Into off and key out. We're going to sort the gangways out next. So this one first, like so, and like so. So they are now open, ready for passengers to walk through. And the same for the 158. We now have a clear passage for people to walk all the way through 150 and the 153. Now then, all that is left to do is couple up to the 170. And then hopefully we have a continuously coupled up train here. It should work. Now this one does not have a gangway, so we're not going to be opening these doors unless you want to fall out. So again, same process. Key in, into forward. Try to take the brakes off, which it's working. But something isn't working there because it's not powering up. Try again. DRA's on, that's why. There we go. always hard to see the DRA. It doesn't look like it's lit up in the daytime. Right, that's coupled, so keep looking for key down here, it's up here. Neutral and couple. And there we go, it's done something. Brakes have applied. On the 170 you can hear them. Promising. Right, key in reverse is off. And that can come out. So technically we now have a full continuous setup. I'm going to jump out of the set here, close the doors. I'm just going to double check, ensure the whole train has coupled up, and it looks like the whole train's come with me. We'll do this visual check before we get going. That's all good. So technically, as long as you're not just around like a blue arse fly, you can do this. I know Matt was rushing a bit. I mean, obviously time was against him with his with the stream, like, so it's understandable. These things happen, but it all has coupled up. Now, no, I don't want that. I want that. I want to just take the... Now that's off. Which is the other thing I need to check, is do we have all the taillights off in the train throughout? We will have to check that. There's no doubt. Well, first of all, we need to apply a special headboard. This is a special working. All my tail lights off from all the trains, so that one's off. The 153 isn't. Oh, I've not turned all lights off. Have a look. 170's off. What we need to do is open all the doors up. We need to go into all the sets and take off the tail lights. Okay though, we're in the depot, so we can do. We're in the confines of where we can check all this stuff. We wouldn't go onto the main line until this is all done, so technically won't see this wacky consist on the main line. Not on it in here anyway, around here. Although we're today taking it into our own account that FW's hired all these different sets in for a special. Right, that's off. The instrument lights are on as well. I'll just double check the instrument lights on this end. The all lights are on here, so we need to turn all this off. Like so. We'll do this properly now. Take them off. I mean, obviously this is default state, so they would be on tail lights, so nothing we've done wrong. We're just going with what the trains our default setup has when you take them over. You wouldn't normally be doing this. It's looking good. It's looking like everything's on our side here. Then off, and those off, and then I think 170 had him off. Just going to check the instrument lights. Whether they have them on. I don't know if the actual 170 has an instrument light switch. Here's... Apparently the tail lights were on, but they weren't visual. Go and check the rear. And then we should be good to go. Need some tail lights on the rear. So up here, and we want to put That's on. Excellent. The 142's got special on the headboard, destination blind stuff, and the 170 shows not in service, so technically we're alright. Doesn't really matter about everything in between. I don't think everything's really doing anything anyway. Right, we are now good to get ourselves moving, and we can travel into Cardiff Central. Anything else to switch on in here? Else is fine. We don't need any saloon stuff on, we're just transferring at the minute. Right. Okay. Pop into neutral for a second. We need some headlights on, and we'll put instruments already on, leave the desto on. Excellent. Right, we need to set a path, so I'm going to click that. Quite a long train, so we want to be going to a decent sized platform. I'm going to take it to platform 6, it's empty. Hopefully it'll give us a straight through path. Right. You know what? The doors would shut if you shut your doors, and everything will go. Did I say the doors? No, the train will go if the doors are shut. There we go. Right, try again. Okay. There we go. Please move. Moving. Now, are we getting power from all trains? All parties are involved here, are they? The 150's powering up. Yep, the 170's powering up. .158's powering up. And all that's left now is for the 170 on the power up test. Excellent. We're cooking on gas. That is what I wanted to know. Oh, we can't go. We weren't cooking on gas there. We're about to go for a red. Now there must be something coming through. Ah, there's a stopper service there. So this is good. This is great, obviously, to see that all this is working. I'm pretty certain in the past there's been instances where things didn't work with each other. Now, I don't know if the West Cornwall local 150 will work with this, but I'm not really interested in that one. We're obviously interested in the updated stuff, like the newer versions of like the 150. If you want to do this yourself, obviously you need Blackpool branches. Cardiff City Network is a given for the TFW stuff. The 158 is 11 mouth one, and the ScotRail comes 170 comes with 5 circle. So if you want to do all this, that's what you need to achieve it. There should be something coming around this corner in a minute. We'll have a look. Not yet. Where is it? Penarth to Corriton. Taking obviously our path. Should be long. Hopefully. I don't know how long it's got like for a dwell time here. But won't let us out until that's gone through by the looks of it. Annoyingly. probably get a thumbnail here actually, whilst we're doing it. Yeah, something a little bit wacky and different. We don't normally do this sort of stuff, but it's nice to see it works, so I'm quite chuffed with that. Just a case of just hanging on for a second now and see if it actually turns up. But I've just literally, so this is actually a cut, like, changing scene this, because I actually stopped to have a look around there. I'm wondering if I've broken timetable by taking stuff out prior to doing this video, so... And I'm not walking to Grangetown, so I'm going to leave it here. But it works, so that is the main thing. You can couple a 142, a Class 150, a Class 153, a 158 and a 170 together, should you wish to do so. Everything works as it should, which is fantastic news. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been wacky. It works. I've enjoyed showing you it. And we did it more or less first time, didn't we? We weren't even moving. We had to shimmy around the back of the cabs and stuff to get things coupled up, but evidence is there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget, links in the description for Cardiff City Network. Catch us for future videos. Plenty coming up, guys. So just keep watching out. There's plenty to come. Until next time, take care and thank you. Bye for now.